Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about something that's been on my mind a lot lately, something you might have noticed too if you've been revisiting some older series. Just look at how clean these early panels are. I'm talking about the classics, the stuff from the 80s, the 90s, even the early 2000s. There's a certain clarity, a simplicity to the artwork that feels almost revolutionary in today's landscape. When you look at these pages, what do you see? You see bold, confident lines. Each stroke has a purpose. There's no unnecessary clutter, no overly complex shading just for the sake of it. The focus is purely on the characters, their expressions, and the action. It's storytelling at its most fundamental and most powerful. The artists from that era were masters of economy. They knew how to convey so much with so little. A slight curve of the mouth, a widening of the eyes. These simple gestures carried immense emotional weight because the art around them was so direct and unclear. It's like they trusted the reader to fill in the gaps, to engage with the story on a deeper level. Think about the character designs. They were iconic and immediately recognizable. You could identify a character from their silhouette alone. This wasn't because they were simple in a lazy way, but because their designs were distilled down to their most essential elements. Every part of the design, from the hairstyle to the clothing, told you something about who that character was. There was a confidence in this simplicity. The artists weren't trying to hide behind flashy effects or hyper-detailed backgrounds. Their skill was right there on the page, in the purity of their line work and the strength of their compositions. Let's talk about the paneling and layout. It was so easy to follow. Your eye was guided effortlessly from one moment to the next. The flow of action was crystal clear. They used the space on the page to control the pacing of the story masterfully. A large, open panel would make you pause and take in a dramatic moment. A series of small, quick panels would build tension and speed up the action. It was a visual language that was both sophisticated and incredibly intuitive. You never got lost on the page. You were always right there with the characters, experiencing the story as it unfolded. This clarity is something I think we've lost a little bit in the modern era. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love a lot of modern manga and anime art. The level of detail can be breathtaking. The use of digital tools has opened up a whole new world of possibilities with coloring, textures, and complex effects. There are artists today doing things that would have been unimaginable 30 years ago. The sheer visual spectacle can be incredible, but sometimes, I feel like we're in an arms race for detail. It seems like there's a pressure to fill every square inch of the panel with information. Backgrounds are rendered with photographic precision, clothing has intricate patterns, and there are layers upon layers of shading and lighting effects. And while that can be amazing, it can also be overwhelming. Sometimes, the core storytelling gets a little lost in the noise. The characters can feel like they're competing for attention with the background. The emotional moments can be diluted because there's just so much going on visually. Your eye doesn't know where to focus. It's like listening to a piece of music where every instrument is playing at full volume all the time. It might be technically impressive, but it can also be exhausting, and you lose the melody. That's why going back to these older series feels so refreshing. It's like taking a deep breath of fresh air. The clean art style allows the fundamentals of storytelling to shine through. The characters feel more alive, their emotions more potent, the action is more impactful. It's a reminder that good art isn't about how much you can put on the page, but about making every single element count. It's about clarity, confidence, and connection with the audience. This isn't about saying one style is better than the other. It's about appreciating the different philosophies behind them. The classic style was about subtraction, about boiling everything down to its essence. The modern style is often about addition, about building up layers of detail to create a rich and immersive world. Both approaches have their strengths and can produce incredible work. But there's a certain magic in that classic, clean approach that I find myself drawn to more and more. It has a timeless quality. The art doesn't feel dated, because its fundamentals are so strong. It's pure, unfiltered visual storytelling. What do you guys think? Do you prefer the clean, classic style, or the detailed, complex art of modern series? Are there any particular artists or series that you think exemplify this clean style? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts and get some new recommendations. It's fascinating to see how artistic styles evolve over time, and what we gain and what we might lose in the process. Looking at these old panels, it's clear we gained a legacy of incredibly powerful and direct art. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.